Um, in this workshop, what we will do is we will do hologram of ourselves. And after the first session, you will be able to create, you will learn how to create a hologram. And before we getting into the second session on the 6th May, all of you, if you follow along, you will be able to have yourself in hologram, which by that time, I think that you will also have the record of video of sending your hologram self teleporting to your friend and get it back at you. You dance with your friend hologram in your room. We will see that happens. So how to say, especially in this time, because we are in the time that we have this pandemic all around, and your program is actually about dancing culture, activism, and all this event organized community. So I think that it's a good idea somehow to figure out together in this workshop that how we can, you know, make this happen in this situation. We get next here, I have put on the material that we sent out online, that in order to go through this workshop, you have to download some software into your computer and also install it on your mobile phone. And basically, first thing, and for me, so it's a website for making automatic animation, which you can just go to the website online. So on your mobile phone right now, you at least need Snapchat. This playland is not necessary at the moment. You will need it after this first session, but if you have it installed already, it would be cool. So getting in the workshop, because I'm not sure that all of you have downloaded the software already or not, so I will keep explaining about the workshop and the basic things about augmented reality, so that people who are not downloaded, who haven't have the software installed in your machine yet, you can do it along in this moment. I have this tag right here trying to remind everybody who just logged into the room. So it's more fun than explaining to have you see by yourself what we gonna do, and see by yourself how I teleport myself into your room. So if you have Snapchat already installed in your phone, please bring it up and scan the snap code I have over here, the yellow code on the screen. I will also show you from my phone. Just to
Sufee, how do you do that with a Snapchat? Sorry, maybe there is some people like me completely, you know, not very good at that.
Yeah, I understand. Let me switch to my mobile phone for a little bit to show everyone how. So I will share the screen from here. I don't know how.
So you want to share your iPhone screen?
Yes.
So what you have to do is to connect your iPhone into your laptop with QuickTime.
I think.
And you go in a new movie recording, and then you will see that your screen, and then yeah, perfect.
Yes. Oh, it's up here, right? Okay. Cool. So actually, Let me switch back to the slide. Okay, what you're gonna do is now you turn on your Snapchat, and then on the screen there will be a button for you to snap the picture. So when you snap this, you will see the window pop up to unlock the lens, which is AR. It says unlock for 48 hours. Let's click that. And now you see me over there. You still see the ice cream, right? Yeah, so it's like can be with me. Yeah, so now you see how we will teleport ourselves to the other person in another room across the world. So yeah, this is example. Let me switch back to the screen. Okay.
Okay, but maybe there is people like me that have maybe an old version of Snapchat, because I cannot even scan your thing. Like I don't have the scan button as an option.
Oh really?
Yeah, I only have chat or discover. That's all I have.
Oh, so it should be when you already just click on the Snapchat application. Okay, it's a little bit depending on each. Yeah, it's a little bit depending on each phone a little bit, but I think that most of it has to be, it must be all right. I mean, if on the phone, especially maybe if some problem happen on your phone, you try to update it and see what's happened next. So I think that now maybe you all have seen it, how it's gonna look like. So let's go on with the next slide, please.
That's a good question.
Yeah, sure.
Any alternative to Displayland? Because I couldn't download it on my Android phone.
Oh, yeah. The Displayland is most AR technology, so I cannot say that view. But on the Displayland right now, the Displayland is the best one. So in other application, they cost you some money, and if you want to try that, probably I can list out for you later, a little later. But if some of the phone cannot use the Displayland, then we may figure out how we work also in group. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing. So this workshop simplify the process of making hologram. I have example from a very high-end application on hologram that things similar this one that we will be on. They have they are Jadu application and then MetaStage application. If interested, you can also have a look on that application on the Play Store and iOS Store. And for us, instead of having to go through huge and untouchable cost of scanning ourselves, like the process that they do, we kind of can do it in a sneakily way and practical way and make it all happen for free by using the first application is for the 3D scanning is Displayland. The second one is the online web-based software called Mixo, which gonna do for us the animation And the last one is the AR engine from Snapchat called Studio. The people like somehow our side who want to push in creative and design stuff than having to technology side. So you don't have to have the technological background or knows any coding in order to do this AR thing. Right now, you can do it on a little bit about augmented reality. The work on the screen right now is some example of mine that I created from last year. And when we talk about augmented reality, usually it's very easy to explain somehow for the people who ask what it is. I can say, hey, have you seen before the game Pokemon Go from a few years ago that it's really popular around the world? Then people get it what augmented reality really is. And for someone who never tried to play the game before, like myself, because I'm not so into game at all. So basically we can explain that augmented reality is the real world with digital information overlay. And somehow when we talk about augmented reality, people think about game, right? So it doesn't need to be game, but it can be any content with in the form of digital data that can overlay in the real world. So in our context, we talk about art, and I have a background in painting. So I created this painting from virtual reality, VR, from the VR headset. I do this content together with my friend who is an augmented developer. We collaborate and then present this artwork into AR. And if you if someone don't know much about VR or you never tried before, it's this kind of headset. Do you see it? Hello?
We don't see, we only see your screen right now, Sufee.
Oh yeah. Okay, I just show you. Okay, so it's this headset. They have different kind of model. This one is kind of a mobile one, which is easy to use, from Oculus, called Oculus Quest. But the one that I use for making that art, that content is like another one called HTC Vive. So this is just an introduction about AR. Going back to the presentation. So, okay. So a little bit more, I show you about the concept. This is kind of my dream. I want to augment Bangkok with artwork. So I want to make this huge project come true. And how to say, this artwork that I have put here is not mine. It's the collection of artists, international and Thai artists. So I just put there to just visualize my imagination. So yeah, let's see the similar concept that people put out there. In 2016, there is one video called Hyper Reality from Keiji Masuda. And this video, I extract it into GIF. And it's actually in a full video. This video is very popular and somehow can explain people really well how the future of AR VR gonna be in the next few years or in 10 years. It's gonna come for sure, like in sci-fi movie. But yeah. So from the right side, you will see it's the same concept that come from a company called Magic Leap. which this company produced a hardware which is mixed reality headset, the kind of device that you can use to view AR and hologram like our phone. You just wear it like a glass, like Google Glass actually, and they visualize it to be like on top of our physical world. There will be different layers of digital world in AR world, in like and in different categories, and then people can access these categories by your wish. Is like you want to access entertainment, content, communication, health, wellness, energy, water, mobility. It's like up to the user, something like that. So this is the concept that Magic Leap have put out. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is, if you know Olan, she's an artist from France who is one of the very famous artists who use her body as an art medium. And back in 2014, she also created an exhibition, the same kind of thing that we will be working on. Like she created her own avatar and has an augmented reality application for people to view her work. And this one is a good example that points into another point that I want to mention. That is, when we use technology as an art medium, somehow in the art world, we have different kind of perspective, and which I respect that, but how to say, but somehow it's a struggle for people who will use technology as an art medium. Olan has mentioned that photography has only recently been considered an art not so long ago. And right now for AR and augmented reality is also having the same problem, acquiring the same status. Somehow, sometimes people in the art world, we see that this kind of technology is not as valuable as traditional medium, but it's just in my point of view, this is also coming paint on canvas. And what I was thinking back then, because I want to tell a story through the artwork, we are storyteller, right? And we want to convey a message through our artwork. So in order to tell that, I have to paint my artwork and put it into a gallery. And the people who will receive my message will be the people who visit the gallery. So I was thinking, how can I spread more of my message to access more to the people? So the answer is obviously has to be something about digital technology, and also what's the media that's gonna come next. The media that we use in our everyday right now, somehow the thing that we consume the most is the flat video on the screen. But how long is gonna continue to be one of the most powerful media? Because it's changing all the time. So I think about AR, VR. I think that is this technology will be one of the things that gonna kind of have the same level of power with the flat screen video, or even be able to replace the mainstream type of media in the future. So just yeah, so I think it's one of the powerful media. And just back to Olan a little bit, she's 72 years old, and she explored the matter that concerning beauty and aesthetic of the body that sparks debate and raising questions about sexuality, technology, gender, and beauty. Her practice spans across traditional media and new media like AR, AI, and video games. I think that this is a good case study for our workshop, and if you want to dig more information about her, you can find her information more online. A little bit about the technology behind all of this hologram stuff that we will be doing is the technology called photogrammetry and volumetric capture. So photogrammetry and volumetric capture is basically hundreds of cameras shooting at you once in the same time, and then the computer take those data from all of the over 100 camera that shoot around you 360 degree into calculate and then form up the 3D model from those data. So from the left side, you will see image from my past workshop, and back then we have the giant 3D scanner that we can use for creating the 3D body of ourselves. But for us right now, we don't have that giant machine, but there's how to say, it's not a problem because now we have this application, Displayland, that can do the same thing thanks to them. So in the past workshop, we just lucky that we got the access to use this scanner for free. And if you see from the right side is a volumetric capture technique that use on the application, the two applications, Jadu and MetaStage that I mentioned before, which is this one. They need this kind of huge high-end studio in order to record volumetric capture data. And in this technique, it's not like photogrammetry that you just back to the photogrammetry on the left a little bit. You have like, in this scanner, you have like 120 camera pointing at you, shooting at the same time. You pose in T-pose. We will talk about this later on. You pose in T-pose, have it shoot at you at the same time, and then the result that we get is only one reconstruct, how to say, only one 3D object that we got from the scanner. But for the volumetric capture on the right, you can move around, make action, and then this technique will capture you in video format. But about the processing time of this technique is really huge, because in every movement of 1 second, it's like 10 gigabytes of data. So this is why it is not accessible for everyone. Like, I think that only some very, how to say, you need to have very special project in the US or something in order to get there and have a budget to record yourself in volumetric capture studio. So am I going too fast?
No, you're amazing. Keep going.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I don't I didn't look into the chat at all. I'm not sure if there is any question over there. Okay. Okay, the next thing just want to mention is some interesting information I got from the XR community. XR is the overall term of AR, VR, and mixed reality. So it's extended reality, just to explain a little bit. And also this information got from the Snapchat business website. They are saying that back before this all happening, we see like AR, VR somehow as a gimmick technology that is not, how to say, it's like a fancy technology that we choose to play in, but it's not like a necessary thing that can solve existing problem at all. But after all this happening, communities, as far as I'm trying to follow the VR community movement, I see people, they are trying to find the answer of how they can use VR and AR into how can they push the technology for the use of socializing, like this kind of Zoom thing, how we can meet in VR or something like that. They are pushing that to make it happen in this period of time. So the point that they highlight on the Snapchat website, they are saying that friends right now are looking for new ways to have fun together. Millions are turning to AR for fun and self-expression. Time spent on lens, we are saying about the AR filter that we're gonna do, is up by more than 25%. People are turning to visual communication to keep pose, get the feeling of presence without being there physically. So it's like kind of teleporting. Okay, so this is all that the explanation part. I think that we can, the next thing we can get into the practice part, which if anyone have any question before getting into the program, before we move on to that. Hello? Am I still with you?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay, so I think that probably we are ready to go on to create the avatar. I explained you the overall flow before we get into that. So actually in this process, we will need to work on 4 steps. The first step is we need to scan our body first, which we use the Displayland application on our phone. The next step is optimizing the 3D data from the scan that we got. This one is a little bit tricky because if you don't do it right, then you cannot go to the next step, which is animation and AR making. But the first 2 steps, this first 2 steps, we will not do in this session yet. We can practice after this session. I mean, it's not difficult, just a little bit of you have to get used to it. So we might need a little bit more time with these 2 steps. So what we will do in this session is we will do the animation in Mixamo website, and then we will put the avatar into the AR engine. Okay, so right now, if you open the browser, you can head on to the mixamo.com website, and probably some of you have to log in first. Let me know if I go too fast, because it's somehow easy to get lost in this kind of software workshop. The Chinese brand is, it's really depend on the phone, but yeah, not so lucky because Xiaomi, I'm not sure, but usually Chinese brand will have some problem with this AR function. Okay, so I guess everyone is ready for the Mixamo things. You download the template pack already. So we will head to the assets folder. Then we will go to the second folder called OBJ Ready. And then right there, you will have 3 files. What you need to pick is the 3D object files, which is this one. You can also click light and see if this is the OBJ file over here. Then you drag this down to the Mixamo. Oh, sorry. We can just upload. Okay. We drag the OBJ file to the Mixamo website. Wait a little bit. Okay. So right now, the file that I drag in appear already. We just need to rotate a little bit to have it, our body face to the front. You will have me, my model in this session, but after this session, you will be able to have yourself. So we click next.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so in your template pack, what file are you dragging into Mixamo?
The template, what you asked again, sorry?
Yeah, no worries. What file are you putting into Mixamo? Because in the template pack, there's assets and there's sample projects. So I was just wondering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the template pack, there will be assets folder.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to the asset folder and then you go to the second folder, OBJ Ready.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you have 3 files, right? But you have to pick the right one, which is OBJ file. You can click right to check if it is OBJ right here.
Yes.
Okay. And then you upload it to Mixamo.
All of the three folders, or because there's Sufee Material, Sufee MTL, and Sufee OBJ. So it's Sufee OBJ. Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much. Sorry.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so the next thing is we just need to mark on our body in order for the Mixamo to detect the skeleton here. So it's just explained here already where you need to put this point in, and it's also a guideline here. So just let's do that. Okay. Okay, so I will go to the next step.
Just a question, how do we choose the rigging points?
How do I choose the rigging point?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and just back before this step, they will have the guideline for you, which point you have to put in. You will see it on the right. Am I answering your question?
T-pose and fingers for the palm. I'm able to get my character standing up, like Yeah, but I cannot see how I can add the points.
Okay, how about I go back there a little bit?
Okay, yeah,
let's do that. Yeah. Okay, so I just show you here. We have to rotate it to face us. Then go next, and then for someone, I mean, if it's happened that the symmetry line here is causing you problem, you can uncheck this one. It will be easier. Uncheck this, and then the guideline is here on the right side. What color of the point that you have to put on the body? Do you see it? You just put it there.
Yeah, I was in a different window. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you drag it, or yeah.
Yeah, we can drag it there. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so here on the screen, my model is ready to choose for what dance that we want, what kind of movement that we want. On the top of the screen, on the left side, you can also search if you want the dance movement, search dance. And then you will be able to choose dance that they provide there. Let's just choose someone. Zoom out. On the right side over here, you can adjust a little bit the energy and the frequency of the animation. Let's try it a little bit. My internet is somehow taking long. Okay, when you already choose the animation you like, you will download this animation back into your computer. I'm okay with this one already, so I'm gonna hit the download on the top right corner over here. Click download, and then you will check on the screen that the format will be FBX. It should be all right already, the setting over here, so you don't need to adjust anything. Just hit the download again. Let me know if some of you don't follow along.
I have a bit
in which, yeah.
To upload a character, it just like shows a bunch of numbers and nothing happens. So
Oh, I think that because you drag it into the browser,
yeah.
right? Probably you have to hit the download button and then put it from there.
Okay, got it. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, okay, you're welcome. Okay, so now I got the download file. I download file back to my computer already from FBX. No, from Mixamo, sorry. So next step, right now we are going to the Lens Studio already, so you can open the software.
Sorry, I'm a little bit lost.
Okay.
I created the character but I couldn't find how I should create the movements dance.
Oh, you already uploaded to the Mixamo, right?
Yeah, I uploaded. Yeah, and
Okay.
then I put the points on the different parts of the bed.
Yeah, actually, I think that people right now maybe we will be in a different pace. So I have prepared for, if you happen to didn't follow along with the Mixamo, we can go back to look at it after this. It's simple. But for some of you who don't get the file from Mixamo yet, you can go to the assets that I have already prepared for you. So then probably right now we can head over the Lens Studio for the floor first. I'll let you know where the file that I prepare locate. So let's head into the, yes, you're welcome. Let's head to the Lens Studio first. So I already think that because it's normal to get lost in these steps because of this, how to say, software workshop is usually happen like this. But we will, do you see the Lens Studio on my screen?
It's still Mixamo, not Lens Studio.
Oh, something happened with the screen sharing. Okay, I share it again. Okay, it's Lens Studio.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So so I have prepared for this because we can go in some number of steps. So after I show you when I do it, how I do it, I will show again the step that we need to go, so you don't get lost along the way. Okay, so Lens Studio prepare for you a different kind of template for the creator to be easy to follow, that you don't need to know any technical stuff about the AR technology at all. And you can just design, focus on your design and the artistic side of this. The first thing that we will do here, we will also use the template in this workshop. We head over to the file, then new project from template, go to the 3D, and then animate object. Okay. I switch back to my presentation a little bit. So we will do this. Okay. So the next thing that we will do now is if you got the FBX file from Mixamo, you can just drag it into the resource panel on the left, bottom left. You drag the FBX file you got from Mixamo into this panel. Then it will pop up this window, click import. I just head back to my presentation. Okay, so you can click also add new here, click import on the second, I mark it the second here, import the FBX file on your computer from the Mixamo to here. But for some of you who didn't be able to get the FBX file from Mixamo, you can come to my template pack folder. Let's go to the template pack folder, then head over to the asset folder, and then you will have on the third folder FBX from Mixamo sample. I have for you there like different animation of mine, and you can just pick one of them, whatever, just by the title of it, which one you like, and then drag it into the response. Okay, I just go to the next step. Next thing we want to do is you have to get the animation file that we just imported. You click the drop down on the left and you select the yellow box that you find under the drop down menu. Drag it under the red panda FBX file right there. I head back to my slide. Any question if anyone lost in this during this? Okay, I head back to the Lens Studio. You have to delete the Red Panda FBX file from the object panel. Click right on the Red Panda FBX file and then delete. And now on the right side, you will see the pink object dancing already on the floor. Next thing that we will do here is we will scale up a little bit our model.
Sufee, there is
Yes.
a question regarding your PowerPoint. So the PowerPoint that we have in the reading list doesn't have all of these step-by-step that you've just presented. Do you have
sorry, can you say again?
You know, we have a PowerPoint into their reading list, but their PowerPoint that we have has only 8 slides.
Yes, yes. Oh, okay. Let me show you because I update this one.
Okay, maybe afterwards, let's do it like that. Afterwards, everyone, you just go to the link that was sent to you by email on Saturday, and then there will be an updated PowerPoint in there. But just wait maybe one day or something, and then you will see the version that Sufee is showing here with the 17, 18 slide afterwards. Yeah? Okay. Sorry.
Yes.
Please keep going.
Yes. Okay, we will go along this. I want to know if most of you still follow. If not, then I can also share this slide on the chat as well.
I think keep going because the reality is like we can all afterwards test it at home, you know, because I think, I mean, maybe the question, like there is maybe some question now, like that you can answer, but I think everyone, you might as well just fiddle around there with the software.
Okay.
You don't have to understand everything just now, you know, everything it's only practice that will make you get it.
I have one question.
Yes.
Yeah, just to upload into the resource panel, I'm just stuck on that. It's just a step before. I just don't see where you drop the file into the resource panel.
Actually, it's just like you drag the FBX file to the resource panel like this. I show you right now.
Okay.
Then release, and then it's gonna pop up this window to ask you to import it. You click import, and it should show up there like this.
And just before that, you click on add new, or you.
Oh, it's a different way to do it. Sorry to make it confusing. Just if you go to add new, you just click import file and locate the FBX file.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So we'll go on. We'll scale up a little bit because it's now too small. I will just put 5, but maybe we use different, you know, model. Someone use different model from my folder, so you can just adjust it how you like it. But the scale had to be in the same number right here. Show you a little bit on the slide for a moment. Yeah, this is how I scale up the model. Okay, so let's go back to Lens Studio. The next thing that we will do is, sorry, I'm a little bit confused by myself. Okay, so the next thing that we will do is we will add the skin into my body. So head over to the object panel and click the drop down beside the yellow box. Click the MN group 0 over here. And then you head to the inspector panel over here, and then you're gonna add the material. Click the plus icon, add new material, go to PBR. For some reasons, we have to use this one in this workshop. So with the PBR, you will see it appear here, click OK. Now your model will turn into a gray one. Let's head back to the screen like this. Sorry. Okay.
This is really confusing.
Okay, I go to the next step in Lens Studio. Right now we get the material, but we want to add the skin onto the material. So we go on the resource panel to the PBR file, PBR material that we just put in. Get it here and go to the inspector panel over here. It will appear you numerous options over here. Then we will head over to the base texture and texture. Head over here to choose the texture file. We go to add new, import file, and then we will go back to the template folder that I provided. We go to the assets. We go to the second folder, which is OBJ ready. And then we will choose the JPEG file right there. JPEG file is a texture file. We click open. And now we will have the skin on me. So I'll just go back to the slide for you to see. Okay. Anyone cannot find it? Let me know. Okay. If you are okay with this step already, I will head back to the studio. So now what we're gonna do is we have to fix if someone want to leave it like that, you can leave it. But the lighting here is a little bit creepy. So I'm gonna, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just 1 second because for some reason the PBR isn't appearing in my resources, so I'm trying to understand why.
Oh.
I did succeed in.
What you did is it were you did you click this one?
No.
If you, okay, so you head over under the yellow box, click this one, and you go to the inspector panel over here. For me, I have already PBR there because I already put it, but for you, you just click there and then click. You don't have?
I do, but it doesn't appear for some reason on the left on the resources panel.
Oh, where does it appear?
I mean, I have it under the render mesh visual on the right side, but then when I'm looking on the left in the resources panel, it doesn't appear under the character.
Can you try do this again over here and see if you will be able to bring in the texture file?
Okay. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't work, but I guess we can do it later.
Okay, so then I head back to the next step in Lens Studio. So what I will do here is I will fix my lighting on my body because it's creepy. So I will just go to the inspector panel after clicking the PBR right here, and then going to the lighting section here, uncheck this. Right now, my skin look okay. And then just going to add a little bit of shadow to make everything looks natural. So I will head to the NM group 0 again, and then on the inspector panel, you will see shadow mode. Click there on the caster. So let me dance back, and you will see now the shadow under me. I will head back to the slide.